Hey everybody, Rob from MTB Michigan. While I am on vacation up here in the Gaylord area, I found out that there is a trail at Aspen Park, and we're gonna go check it out. So I saw a sign on the way into this park that said Singletrack right here, Aspen Singletrack. Here we go. So yeah, they said the Gaylord book that you get at your hotel basically had this park in there and said that this was a short but sassy single track. So we're gonna check it out. It's a little dark today. It's a little colder than it was supposed to be, according to the weather yesterday, but not going to stop us from going on an adventure. So it's kind of interesting how the surface of the trail has like a lot of pine needles and stuff like packed in. Well, it's got the sassy part down. It's actually kind of fun so far. Rolls a lot. Kind of twisty, rooty. Oh, there's something bigger than a deer. Look at that. Those are elk. Hi. Definitely got a lot of turns to keep you on your toes, and really seems to, so far, make a lot of use of the elevation. The up and down on the trail so far has been quite fun. And it's definitely marked pretty well to this point, which on my last ride over at Vasa Singletrack, I did have a little bit of an issue with getting lost, although I guess technically I wouldn't have gotten lost. The trail all ends up in the same spot. I just wasn't sure what I was on for a little bit. So I think Aspen Park is not a, well, I'm quite sure it's not a state park. I think it's like a county park for Gaylord, Otsego County type thing. I didn't see any way to pay to get in, and I was greeted with surprisingly a lot of people for early in the morning, getting ready to take their nature walks or their cross-country skiing on rollerblade thingies. Tunnel of trees. That's cool. And you can see under the, or over the dirt, the trail's rust colored because of all the pine needles. It's actually a little spongy because of the amount of fallen needles on the ground. Which is kind of cool, kind of different. Little climb. And a little descent. And some sass. You go right back into a little climb. Nice. And it looks like we go down again a tiny bit. Oh, Sassy. Definitely makes use of the elevation here. This is really a nice trail. And there's a little bit of a confusing spot. There are some forks in the trail that are a little harder to tell. They're not marked, so I'm back in the same boat that I was at Vasa. Not sure where I am. Yeah, I'm wondering if some of those areas that there's forks always seem to be in tighter spots. I'm wondering if maybe they're option lines. And they all kind of, if I look around, they seem to end up back on the same trail. But it'd be nicer to know. And of course, this is coming from a fat kid who doesn't use a Garmin or only uses Strava to prove to his doctors that he actually does exercise. So maybe I could learn to make a little better use of the tools I have. Strava probably. I could have mapped this or something. I don't know. Looks like we go down. Little road crossing here. There you go up currently. And here's where it gets sassy again. So this has really been a fun trail. A lot different, like I said before, than my experience at Vasa, which I loved. This is just a different kind of trail altogether. Both of them have their merits. And that's the cool thing about Michigan. So many different kinds of trails, different kinds of terrain. even in local areas I find that. But come out here one vacation with my wife and experiencing all different kind of stuff. It's awesome. Okay, does it really do that? It looks like it does. There's no other trail nearby. Right here, it looks like you're supposed to take a hard switchback right there, go back onto this. I think that literally just looped me around back to the same spot, because this looks familiar. Yep. Yeah, I did this. And I came right here and got stuck in a time vortex here. That's really weird. That could be a trail. That's really, really weird. So this trail pops you out right here, and it looks like, the way it is, it looks like it makes you want to go back right back in there in the exact same spot. But it loops you right back down to the exact same spot again. There's a trail, since it comes this way, you would think that the trail that would follow would be somewhere over in this way, but the next trail I see is over there. Over there. So I guess it is Sassy because I'm lost. And I don't like being lost. I mean, I got a nice bike path right here. I'm sure I can ride it one way or another back to the car. Let's see what this does. Now see, this kind of looks like it's doubling back. I don't know. All right, well, and that's a bit disappointing because honestly I was having a lot of fun. The trail's really good up until this point. There's a skid mark. Up until here, this trail was really good. Well, I've been told by a local jogger that if I go this way, I'll get back to my car. And that's what I'm going to do. Honestly, a little bit of a bummer. I was really enjoying the trail. So it was at mile, so about 5.5 that happened. And I guess for those who maintain the trail, That one spot you'll see in the video might need a little attention as to where you go next. If I was even in the right spot, I don't know. Overall, honestly, whoever is maintaining the trail, it's awesome. That was a lot of fun. Well, so that was the Aspen Park over in downtown Gaylord, or just south of downtown Gaylord. And honestly, outside of a couple of mapping issues and signage issues, this is a really fun trail. So if you're, you know, on your way to Boyne Highlands or something, and you have a need for some single track, or you have an extended vacation, you want to just get some miles in, this trail's a lot of fun. So that's that. With that, live the faith, ride it out. Hope to see you on the trail.